If your website isn't converting, it's costing you. If your site drops the ball, you lose the sale. And the worst part, most websites are just digital brochures. Your website should be your hardest working salesperson. Without strategy, you're reacting. With strategy, you're leading. Strategy is what stops you from wasting time and money on things that don't move you forward. The biggest tip you can probably take away from this part of the marketing plan is welcome to Marketing Your Brand, the podcast for business owners who are done wasting time and money on marketing that isn't right for them. I'm Peggy Worrell, award-winning agency owner and your straight talking guide through the joys and chaos of growing your business. In every episode, I skip the fluff and talk openly about what actually works. If you're ready to do marketing the right way for you, let's go. Most small business owners don't have a marketing plan. Heck, most don't even have a business plan. So we see this all the time in the agency. People come to us with the mindset of, I need this or I just want that. If your marketing feels like a mess, it probably is, because in reality, without a clear strategy, you're just winging it. And that's a really expensive way to run a business. So if no one's ever made you a proper marketing plan, or worse, you've decided to skip it because you think you don't need one, you're just being shortchanged because you're robbing your time, your budget, and your results. You may as well go buy a lotto ticket, you'll have better luck there. In this episode, I'm going to walk you through a quick 4-pillar marketing plan and help you think about using a complete aligned marketing strategy, one that actually works. You don't need a degree in marketing, you just need the framework you can understand and apply. In the next 30 minutes, you'll have the clarity to stop guessing and start growing your business with purpose. Let's get into it. Okay, so strategy number 1 is your direction and focus. Think about it as where you need to be or what your goal is, because this is where it all begins. Without strategy, you're reacting. With strategy, you're leading. If you haven't realized by now, marketing is actually just problem solving. Us marketers, strategists, business owners, we need to be really, really good at problem solving. Forget the business, forget the service, forget the problem. As a business owner, it's all about problem solving. See, a problem and a fix. It's actually how I got my nickname, Mrs. Fix-It, many years ago when I was freelancing. I had clients call up and go, Peggy, just fix it. You're now called Mrs. Fix-It. That is exactly what you need to do as a business owner. You need to think about what are the problems you're facing? What do you actually need your marketing to do in order to fix them? Who are you speaking to and what problem do you solve for them? And then you need to think about what other platforms or channels make sense for my business? Not just trends, not just what you're seeing and being influenced by. What works for your business? If your audience is cold, how are you warming them up? Strategy is what stops you from wasting time and money on things that don't move you forward. So here's a quick action prompt. Stop what you're doing, write down your goal. Who is your audience? What about your business and your marketing has problems? And then ask yourself, what is my biggest priority? What's going to be the thing that's going to move the needle the most? Hone in on that. That's what you need to focus on. So chances are the things that you need to think about are going to be one of these 4 things. Choose one of these as your direction, the first thing you work on, the thing that you're going to focus on and the thing you're going to fix first. So ask yourself, do you want to stand out from your competitors? Is that what's going to drive your business success? Are you being swindled by them? Are they focused or double down on targeting you? Do you need to differentiate yourself from your competitors? That's priority number 1 if you want to consider it. Priority number 2 is, do you need leads? Is everything right and you just need to get traffic to your site? Do you need to increase bookings or purchases? What's going to move the needle and what's the one thing you can do with your lead gen or with your ads or your traffic generation that's going to make that happen for you? Number 3, do you want to be remembered? Do you want people to think about your business when, say, a offer comes up or when they have a need or a benefit or a problem that your service or product solves? Do you want them to remember your business over everyone else? Do you want to have that connection so when they contact you or when they make the purchase, it's easier for you to actually convert them? This is all part of raising brand awareness. Now, the fourth thing you might want to think about with your strategy is, do you want to stand out as an industry leader? Do you want to be taken seriously as an authority? If that's the case, you need to think about what the key things are you need to do to get there for people to take you seriously. So that is all about the strategy. Now, you might be thinking, hey, Peggy, all four of those are actually really important for my business. And that's great. But what you want to do with your strategy when you're thinking it through properly is you want to focus on the most important thing and work through that first. Then you can prioritize the other three if you like and work on them individually. But marketing strategy and good marketing strategy is learning to identify what you need and working on that most important thing first before you split your time and waste your budget on doing all the things at once. So we have a workshop that actually dives into your brand deeper. So check out the show notes and have a look if you need a little bit of help on this. Getting back to your brand, you need to think of it as the trust builder. People buy from brands they trust. If your brand is unclear, unprofessional, or inconsistent, people will hesitate. This can be quite confronting and a sore point for a lot of business owners that just dismiss their brand or think of their brand as a logo. Mind you, a logo that maybe hasn't been updated or a website that hasn't been updated for 5 years. You can't expect a brand to build trust with people you're driving there, whether it's traffic or even talking to people on the phone or whether people are just having a look at what you do. They're not going to build trust with a brand that looks outdated or that they don't understand. And a lot of people forget that a brand drives that first impression. And in some cases, even more importantly, what they're selling isn't communicated with their brand. It may not relate. Their logo might be so off point that it doesn't make sense that they'd remember the logo when they're thinking of the product or service. So ask yourself this: what is a brand? What do my audience, my customers, or the people that I'm relying on feel when they see or hear my brand name? What do they feel when they look at my logo? What are they going to think of when they land on my website page? Then you want to think about, is your visual identity clean, current, and cohesive? So you want to say to yourself, okay, I've got a website and my brand looks great on the website, but my social media content or my newsletters or email campaigns that I'm putting out there, they don't really match. They're not really making sense. You want to look at it all with your constructive criticism hat on. What are people going to take from my brand when they look at it? And you also want to think about, do your words reflect your values and personality? What are you saying? Is it cheap AI prompt sounding, or is it actually, real and something that's going to connect with what your audience or your visitors on your website are going to relate to? And remember this, a strong brand says, we're legit. We get you. You can trust us. The biggest tip you can probably take away from this part of the marketing plan is your brand isn't about you. It's about who your customer sees, how they see themselves, and when they choose you, what they're going to think about. So an action prompt for you here, stop what you're doing, take a split second. I want you to take your business owner hat off. Let's pretend for a minute your business isn't yours. It's your competitor's. I want you to get into the mindset of a customer and a client. You don't know your business from a bar of soap. You've just seen it. Or it's your competitor. How does that sit and feel with you? Pretend you've never seen your business before. You don't know anything about it. Pretend it's not even called your business name. Let's get deep on this one. Change your mindset. You can laugh at this later, but it's a good little exercise to do. Put your judgment hat on. Take a good long look at your branding. Read your website homepage copy. Figure out what it says to a stranger. Does it sound professional? Does it feel trustworthy? Does it make sense? Does it feel unique? If the answer is no, you need to problem solve. What is causing that and fix it? Is it the branding? Is it the website? Is it the messaging or the way you're communicating? Is it the ad campaign? Double down and focus on that. Whatever that problem is, focus on problem solving it. Focus on saying the right things and having your brand represent you in the right way. Okay, the third part of your quickfire marketing plan, And it's something that a lot of business owners neglect because they think they've done it once and they never have to do it again. It's your website, your conversion machine. That is how you need to think about it. Quick break. If you're loving this episode and thinking, I really need help with this, we've got you. If you're growing your business on your own and want expert guidance, check out our DIY workshops. Or if you're ready for the power of a done-for-you agency, we can help with that too. Just follow the links in the show notes to find out more. Back to the episode. The third part of your quickfire marketing plan is your website. It's your conversion machine. And this is where the magic happens, where curiosity turns into clients or clicks. Or it's where curiosity disappears. Let's be blunt. If your website isn't converting, it's costing you. It doesn't matter how good your ads are or how strong your brand is. If your site drops the ball, you lose the sale. And the worst part, most websites are just digital brochures. They look pretty, they sit there, but they do nothing to guide people to act. Your website should be your hardest working salesperson. On call 24/7. They're ready to meet the inquiry whenever someone thinks of you. So does it help build trust? Does it clearly communicate your offer? Does it show visitors they're in the right place? And most importantly, does it guide them to take the next step? What is that next step? Think ahead for them. Plan toward it. Because clear value, simple messaging, and one strong call to action, it legitimately does not matter what type of industry you're in, from accounting to e-commerce to beauty to hard business topics. Make sure it loads fast, looks great on mobile, and has credibility building elements like testimonials or frequently asked questions, even case studies. Your website isn't just a page, it's a process, and it should be built with purpose, not just make-do attempts at getting something online. And if your mindset has been brainwashed by AI or so-called bro marketing gurus at the moment, let's talk about the trends affecting the website space right now. Every 5 years or so, I've been doing this for 20 years, so I got a good background history on the internet and how websites have been built. So every 5 years or so, there's a shiny new marketing tactic that gurus push like it's the only thing you'll ever need. And we'll actually never do that. I'll never actually push something like it's the be-all and end-all. Remember that. There is no be-all and end-all. There is no one way. So 15 years ago, it was all about grassroots networking, B2B breakfasts, meetups, and business card overload. 10 years ago, we hit the influencer marketing boom. Everyone wanted a piece. Everyone wanted a brand deal or a hashtag gifted post. 5 years ago, it was the email marketing gold rush. Newsletters, lead magnets, endless nurture sequences, how people could read everything you had to say. But right now, unfortunately, we're in the era of sales page funnels. You heard it. You don't need a website. You need a high converting funnel. It's the best thing. This might be why you think a website doesn't actually matter. But guess what? Everything matters. And everything matters if it's right for your business. So this is why it's important to have your strategic mindset on. But you've been brainwashed. Here's what those bro marketers aren't telling you. Funnels are great for getting instant leads, but they don't build trust or long-term commitment. And without trust, your conversion becomes a hustle. So you compensate with gross guarantees, manipulative countdown timers, and limited time offers that run every week. It's exhausting to maintain, and over time, your customers get let down. It's inevitable. And in some way or form, you can't stay on top of chasing up those leads, delivering what was promised, and they don't respect you. They just respect the deal. And you end up in the hamster wheel, burning time, energy, and money just to keep the leads flowing and maybe close a sale or two. It's inevitable that you will churn and burn your business. It's not a long-term play. Because while the funnel might hook attention, it's your brand and website that does the heavy lifting to earn belief, drive sustainable growth. Most websites are pretty but passive. Instead, your site should be guiding visitors to act with clear value, clear messaging, clear call to actions. So stop. Ask yourself, what's the number one thing you want visitors to do on your website? Is it obvious within the first 3 seconds of them landing on your site? Here's a bonus for you to know. Add social media proof, frequently asked questions into it, fast mobile speed. That alone, we know through experience, boosts conversions. Your website is not a brochure. It's your best salesperson. Create it and train it like one. Here's a quick action prompt for you. Take a moment, sit down in front of the computer or even on your mobile, because mobile's very important. Assess your website, look at your homepage and ask yourself, what do I want people to do here? Then check. Is it really obvious what I want them to do here? Will they know this? And, just by glancing at my homepage or glancing at my sales page? You've got 3 seconds, right? So you want to take that first impression. Look holistically at your website. Where should my visitors be going? What should they be thinking while they're on my site? What should they be doing on my site? And are they going to be doing that from looking at my website? If it's not clear, logical, or feels disjointed, you've just found your next marketing plan priority. Fix it. Okay, so the 4th part of your quickfire marketing plan, number 4, you may have guessed it, it's gaining traffic. And you can do that through different ways. An easy, quickfire sort of way, something that's immediate, is going to be ads, and they're going to be your attention grabber. But ads don't fix broken marketing. They amplify what's already working or expose what's not. This is where so many business owners get caught out. They think, I just need to drive more traffic, need to run some Google or Facebook ads, but ads don't work in isolation. People don't look at your ads and go, yes, I'm going to purchase right now. That's a great ad. Stop treating ads like a magic bullet. Running ads without clear strategy, trust building, branding, and converting websites, it's pointless. It's like shouting into a megaphone with your back turned to the crowd. Great ads do one thing. They grab attention of the right people and send it to a system that works. But they can't create demand, trust, or clarity. That's your brand and website's job. So before you spend a cent on running ads, creating ad strategy, stop and think. Who is this audience that I'm talking to? Is the offer or benefit crystal clear in my ad? Is your copy or visual strong enough to draw attention? And is it what is pulling interest right now? What does the funnel look like? And does your landing page match up to what your ads are promising? Does it deliver what they're expecting after they've seen it on your ads? Or have you made the sale to conversion too confusing? Added too many hurdles to purchase? Are there too many clicks? Is your funnel solid, or are your ads not going to scale your growth because they're saying the wrong thing and don't match up? If you don't have the right ad strategy and you haven't checked your conversion funnel, you're going to burn your budget. Because if you see that your ads aren't converting, don't be too quick to jump the gun and blame the ad campaign. Think about the entire process. If the ad campaigns are working and driving people to your website or your funnel, and you're seeing the clicks come into action, but they're not converting, it's likely your funnel. Think of ads like fuel. They'll take you further, faster, but only if the car is already built. Here's a bonus tip. Here are 3 quick ways to set up ads that actually work. If you're running ads or you're about to, do these 3 things before spending a cent. Because when you skip these steps, your return on investment will tank. Your budget disappears and you're stuck blaming the agency or the platform instead of the process. Step 1, remember to warm up your audience first. Cold traffic equals cold conversions. Remember that one. Don't skip the foreplay. Most people jump straight into selling and wonder why it's not working. Think of it like this. People aren't buying from the brand. They're buying from the people and company behind the brand because they know and trust them. You want to start your ad campaigns by building brand awareness or engagement campaigns to build recognition and credibility. If you're running out of ideas, this right here is a classic example. What I'm doing with you. I'm sharing educational content. That's connecting and resonating. Or you can think of other things like testimonials, helpful tips, or founder insights. Make sure they've seen you before you ask them to take action. Cold traffic costs more and converts less. So always warm up your audience first. And think of running ad campaigns like dating. You don't ask someone to marry you on the first coffee. Stop proposing too soon. Here's tip number 2. Your funnel should work at creating the sale and leading them to a generation system. Ads don't fix broken funnels, they expose them faster and a lot more expensive. You can't pour traffic into a funnel that leaks. Before you launch anything, ask yourself, is your offer crystal clear and irresistible? Does your landing page deliver on the promise your ads are giving them? Is there one clear call to action, not a buffet of options, that are gonna convert them? One clear call to action, but placed sequentially in multiple steps, is much better than different calls to action. Are your visuals and messaging aligned across your brand and landing page? Is it mobile friendly, fast, and trustworthy, or is it going to pause and have your audience second guessing? If your website or sales page doesn't look like the next logical step from the ad, people will bounce and your budget will burn. So, step 3, track the right metrics and optimize fast. If you're not tracking your funnel, you're flying blind with your wallet open. Don't just measure likes or link clicks. Track what actually matters to your revenue. A lot of clients say, Peggy, what is going to actually matter here? I'm getting great impressions. I'm having people link click. I'm having people come to the page and people are purchasing. But what you really want to look at when you're running your ad campaign is you want to look at the healthy benchmarks, because an ad campaign can start off slow or it can start off high and it can change in a matter of minutes or days. As professionals who run ad campaigns, we all refer to different industry benchmarks that we work from. Whether it's service-based businesses or product-based businesses, we all have different averages that we refer to. So a good rule of thumb and something you want to look at when you're running your campaigns is the click-through rate. If your campaigns, and take this with a grain of salt, are below 1.5%, and they're not really looking right to you, chances are your ad campaign isn't working. If your cost per click isn't sitting right with you, or it seems a little bit off, maybe it's sitting over the $2 mark on a meta ad campaign and you're like, seems a bit expensive, get it checked. Or if you're running Google ads and it's over $5, that's likely too high. You could have the wrong offer or the wrong audience. So learning what the key things are to look out for, such as the cost per click, or understanding what your return on investment is, or even what the cost per 1,000 impressions is for your business, is going to help you navigate whether it's your ad campaign that's not working, or whether you need to think about the funnel and flow process. Another key thing we tell clients, and in our workshops we talk about this and show you how to do this, is understanding how to find out what your bounce rate is. That's getting to know how your Google Analytics tools come into play. How do people leave? How long are they staying on your website? If your bounce rate is under 50%, that's pretty good. But if it's over and you're directing, think of it this way, thousands of traffic and ad spend into a page only to have 80%, 90% leave, something's not working there. You want to stop that. But you want to think about all these metrics and all these things as a gauge to how you look at and problem solve your marketing. So at the end of the day, if you know what your metrics are, if you know what your averages and conversions should be looking like, and if you've gotten professional advice for what it should sit in a nice bracket, a nice sort of range, you just want to say to yourself, are my ad campaigns converting? Or is my offer weak? Am I not using the right trust signals? Or is your funnel creating too much friction? Now, you might be thinking to yourself, how do I fix these issues? These are all things that I'm looking at and thinking of as a business owner. Some quick fixes for you, and this may not apply to everyone. So again, get the right advice for you and your business. Think about, have you warmed up your audience before you sell? Have you matched your landing page promise to your ad? Is your call to action clear and concise? Have you got the right trust signals? And have you monitored your metrics properly? So there you have it. A complete marketing strategy where every piece plays a role, laid out in 4 pillars. Your strategy sets your direction, your brand builds trust, your website converts attention, and your ads bring the right people in. And suddenly, you've got a marketing strategy that works. But remember, none of these work in isolation. When they're out of sync, your marketing will feel like a slob, and the results will reflect that. When they're aligned, that's when everything clicks. You'll become consistent, strategic, and actually be seen by the people you want to serve or bring in. So if you've listened to this quickfire marketing plan and you're like, oh my goodness, this is a lot to take on, this is a lot to think about, and you're ready for professional help, reach out to an agency. Find a team that aligns with your business and what feels right for you. Reach out to our agency. We'd love to help you. If not, just get the help you need and that's right for your budget. If you don't have the budget to get a professional agency on board to do all these things for you or deliver that done-for-you approach that a lot of businesses crave, you've also got the DIY approach. So you don't need to feel overwhelmed. There are places you can refer to for tips and ways on how you can go through your marketing plan. For example, you can listen to this podcast. Take in the tips that we share with you. You can talk to some coaches or business consultants or be part of a workshop like our Build a Better Business program. Either way, there are step-by-step ways you can get help on a shoestring DIY budget until you're ready to grow. At the end of the day, just remember this: you don't need more marketing hacks. You need alignment. And when you've got that, you'll have marketing that stops being a stress and starts driving your success. Do it because it's right for your business. I'll see you in the next episode. If you got value from today's episode, make sure to subscribe so you never miss a straight talking strategy to move your business forward. If you want more support, check out the link in the show notes for our step-by-step workshops that will help you build a better business, leveraging the right marketing tactics. Or if you're ready for the power of a done-for-you solution, chat with our team and we'll see how we might be able to help you. And don't forget to follow us on socials at Marketing Your Brand. And remember, no matter where you're at in business, take the next right step for you.